Hello, this is Roger, Low Vision Product Manager here at HumanWare. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to activate the Windows mode for your interface when you're using Prodigy. This feature was added in version 1.6. As you can see on the screen right now, I am in my carousel and I'm on the magnifier tab within the carousel. In this case, I'm going to use my mouse to go to the lower right and tap the arrow to navigate to my settings. Click on Settings, open my user interface, and then go into my interface options. Here you'll see three items, and at the bottom of the list is an option that says Mode. Currently and by default, Prodigy will install in a full screen mode. However, if I tap on this, I will toggle then to a Windows mode. And you will notice in the upper right corner that I now have the ability to X out of Prodigy to the top right corner. Immediately to the left of that is an option to resize my window. Third in from the upper right is the ability to minimize my window. And then there is the fourth icon in from the top right, which is a four-sided arrow. And this allows me to drag and drop my window from my present screen to another window or to slide it around on my present screen. At the very bottom of the screen, you can now see that I see my full Windows taskbar. You can also see that I have a number of different applications open. So this allows me in Windows mode to quickly jump to another application. So I'll first show you how to jump to a Prodigy application. I see my magnifier icon down there, so I can quickly jump to my magnifier. If I want to return to my Prodigy carousel, I'll just go click on the Prodigy icon and I return where I was in the carousel into those interface settings options. So this is a really nice tool that allows me quick access to anything I might want to access in Windows. There I see I've got a notification from my teams, but I can also click to open, for example, PowerPoint, and the PowerPoint application will begin to open up for me on my computer. I can even open that over the top of my Prodigy application, and just like anything in Windows, I can minimize it and I am right back into my Prodigy interface. Let's go to the upper left and back out of these interface options to the carousel. And here you'll see that those icons still exist. And I'm not going to exit out of Prodigy, which the X in the upper right would do, but I will show that I can resize Prodigy. And that is this little square with an upper bracket on the top right of that square, showing me that I can resize my window. And now you can see that my carousel has about half the size, and beneath it, because it's a separate application, is my magnifier is down below that. So I can now use that four-sided arrow to drag this window around, or even drag it off screen to another window if I want to, so that I can be running two Prodigy applications at one time. I can drag it back over so you can see it again, and I can also resize my window. Now we don't resize fully. We try to keep it within reason because again, you're looking for things to be enlarged so that you can see them. So we don't resize to a super tiny window for that reason. The third item from the top right is the minus or minimize button, and I can tap on that and just minimize my carousel taskbar. To bring it back, I just come down to that Prodigy icon, click onto it, and there is my window again. And I'll click on the square and maximize my carousel again. Now, I've showed you how to turn this on by going into Settings, User Interface, and Interface Options, but this can also be activated with a keyboard shortcut. And that keyboard shortcut is Alt+W. And you'll notice that my interface is now changed. I no longer see the taskbar, and now I see the status in the upper right corner instead of Windows controllers. I'll tap Alt+W one more time on my keyboard, and you'll see again that we've returned to a view that includes my Windows taskbar. And in the upper right, all of my status icons have gone away, and now I have my navigation tools for this Windows interface. Again, that upper right will close Prodigy and all of its associated applications altogether. So we hope you find this useful. These tools are available in all of the applications. So here is my magnifier. I can now move my magnifier to another screen. So it doesn't matter which application you open up. I'll open books, you'll see the tools there. I'll open files, you'll see the tools there. And I will open the AI assistant and you'll see the tools there. So all of these can be minimized, resized, X'd out of, or relocated to another screen. As always, I want to point out at the end of our carousel, or the last icon is the help icon. And within that, you will find documentation, which leads you to your user guide and those types of things. And beneath that are your how-to videos, where you will find other recordings such as this one to help you with your use of Prodigy for Windows. Again, I hope you find this video to be helpful in using this new feature, the Windows mode. As always, please send us your feedback using the feedback link on this page. It's the only way that we can continue to improve Prodigy to meet your needs. Thanks for viewing this video.